All right, so basically, we made this old lady next door turn the light on, right? It was funny, it was hilarious. And so basically, I went to go grab my phone to come back, and I told her to turn the phone off. Now, you can kind of still see the light on, but it wasn't as apparent as it being literally on. And so I know that basically, they have to turn their lights on. They'll have to do whatever we tell them to do day and night. They never go to sleep. I don't think they're real people. And that's why I think, like, I never understood that. I never understood it, but my fake family said something that was crucial that made sense to me now, and it's kind of like good I made this video. My fake mom said, like, they never go to sleep. They tried to just write that on my mind too, but she said they never go to sleep. I don't know if you guys experience it or not with people around you. It's kind of like, well, I'm pretty sure you do, because you can leave your house at any time. And I mean, yeah, you may be able to live in the city or not, but I see some people that live in the middle of nowhere. And like, I know if I'm around my parents, fake parents, where they live at, I can get away with it. So I know that they won't follow you everywhere, because they won't follow me in the woods. Like after 12 a.m., they won't follow me. They're scared because they know I have guns on me, and they know that they won't be able to harass me and have enough people around me. So it's a bully system. And so if they can't bully you, then they try to do something in your vicinity, like you hear EMT, fire trucks, or you hear police sirens, or you hear somebody taking out the trash or slamming the door, car door, goofy shit. It's always something goofy. Like tonight, right, I had footsteps on my yard, and I haven't been out the house since it snowed. And so I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I'm coming down to assess the situation. And, nothing happened, of course. I don't see anybody. Of course, they don't return. Of course, the ghouls and goblins never come when you see them, right? They're always there when, on some weirdo shit. So basically, I just want you guys to realize that we're not dealing with humans. You see that light? You see how that light went off right there? We're not dealing with humans, bro. We're not. We're not dealing with human like you and I. These people are not, like when my mom said they don't sleep, when she said that they don't sleep, like she was admitting something there. Like that's not something that people normally say. It's not someone, because normally, right, when you have an issue where it's the contrary, where the reverse is convenient for them, now they're sleepy, they're tired, they need rest, right? So, that's why I say you have to pay attention to what these people say and apply it. And we just applied it here. We simply applied it, by just showing you how, the lights were controlled. And that's why I tell you people to look at the lights at your neighbors, because most of the time they'll be on during the daytime. If you really look around them, they'll be on. It'll be like certain lights on. Now that's a signal. Signal to who? I don't know. Not to me, because I don't read into it. I don't really care. But I noticed that I watch other people's videos and they don't know it, but because it's something that I see, I notice it. You understand? So I'm not going to make them aware of it, because I don't want it to be a trigger to them. You understand? But I'm saying in this video as it being informative. But I don't comment on certain people's videos about it, because like I said, if they choose to listen to my video, then, of course I'm going to talk about certain things. But like I said, you can clearly see the lights on. And I guess it's a trolling event now. I guess this is something they're trolling. Like I said, guys, take this seriously for what it is and apply it as you want to, because then realistically, when you want to really take actions, you have to use one person. You can't go into the courts and say, oh, I'm going to prosecute everyone. It's going to be, it's my whole neighborhood. You can't go and tell them it's your whole neighborhood. You can't go tell them it's your whole family. You have to be selective. You have to choose one or two people. If you live in an apartment, it should normally be persons to the left or right of you. That's normally who you can use. And if you're in a single family house, then you would have to kind of use that differently, because like I said, when I'm at my fake parents' house and they live in a single family, they're not able to make these noises next door. Like when they're not home and I'm there by myself, they have to use planes, they have to use motorcycles, they have to use trains. You saw the light went out. They have to use different things. They can't bang. So like I said, if I lived in a single family house which I'm working towards, right? Then guess what? Then their tactics would have to be different. They would have to have motorcycles, things that I could easily record and document, being a new place. We can get tags, documents. Like I said, this thing can be traceable, but that's why I chose to stay here. I wasn't going to have them run me out. You can't run me anywhere. So I wasn't going to run out of where I was comfortable. I was just trying to become comfortable where I became and understand what the fuck was going on at the same time. I've accomplished 50% of that. And so, like I said, and me finding that when I decide to then move on, most high willing, depending on it's really depending on the way this road. It's really depending on the way this road is going. But when I decide to move on, right, we'll be able to assess that situation based on where I'm currently at. And hopefully it'll be in a different state. So it'll be, undisputed, no pun intended, as far as me being able to document, okay, these are the same, because they're going to use the same people. And you should know basically where to go. You should kind of know where to go at when you're dealing with, you know what I mean? So if you know, okay, crowded areas, then you should try to search for a place that's not going to be crowded. Somewhere where you can control how you videotape to the best of your ability. You don't want to be in a crowded area to where it's confusing, you know what I mean? But like I said, you can't really control things because they control everyone else around us. So it's not so much of you being enable or you being unqualified for a position or what have you. It's more likely you're overqualified. It's that they control the people who hand out these positions, who are governors of these managers, supervisors, right? And I've been supervisors and I've been managers before, but my style was different. I didn't have to go about it as, everyone else. And you really look at people, it's a dictatorship. A lot of people use this as a chance to really let off, insecurities and, them being controlled. And I never really did that. I took the position for what it was, okay? And so, like I said, when you're dealing with people who never really had positions, they're used to being told what they're doing. Anytime they get to do something like they're doing to us, they're gonna do what? They're gonna take advantage of it. And so, if they're evil nature, they're sadistic nature, if they're naturally a person who's a filthy-minded person, someone who doesn't have any poise, any character about themselves, then the way they go about things will be in the negative manner. And that's documented. So that's not something we have to make up. So like I said, it's easily, you can, like I said, you know them by their fruits or the lack thereof. And these people don't have any fruits, and the fruit they had is rotten. And they're still eating off on rotten fruit. But, they'll never tell you about themselves. They'll always talk about us, but they'll never tell you about them. And that's a diversion. That's a distraction. But it doesn't work when that's what they're trying to do. So, like I said, the main thing is focusing on figuring out and like I said, people have identified them. Maybe it's just me who's not accepting it. They call them demons. They say they're fake. They say they're NPCs, they're organic portals. They say that these people are clones. They're hybrid humans. They're grays. They're all these other things, reptilians. So maybe it's me not accepting that. But my thing is, I'm not going to live around that comfortably. I'm going to be very angry. And these little jokes that they think are funny, okay, I mean, of course it can take one time, but anyway.